Welcome back to another video, everyone. So, the Game Awards are happening this week on Thursday. I'm not sure what time it is. I actually think it's pretty early on in the morning for me. Yeah, it's 1 AM my time, so I don't even think I'll be watching it in all honesty. I might just watch it back in the morning before I go on Twitter and see what's been announced. But they're happening this week, and everybody seems to think that this is where a new Crash game is going to get announced. Yes, for the past couple of years, every single time the Game Awards happens, we say the exact same thing, but this time, it's different, I swear. I know we say that as well, but it's different, I swear, this time. There's, of course, a history with Crash and Jeff Keighley and, you know, games being announced there. Crash Team Racing was announced at the Game Awards 4 years ago, that was in 2018, but the thing that might be announced this year is WumpaLewis. It might have a different name, but that whole project is seemingly going to get announced here. We've been talking about this game for well over a year now, probably even 2 years. I really just hope it gets revealed, announced with a release date. We see what it's about, we see what the gameplay's like, because I'm really just sick of it at this point. I think it'd be fun. I do really want another Crash multiplayer game. It doesn't just have to be Crash Team Racing, you know, although I would love another Crash Team Racing game. Any sort of Crash multiplayer game would be really fun to just play and grind. As long as it's fun and not pay to win or any crap like that, then I think it would be fine. Oh, but they added microtransactions in Crash Team Racing, yes, and they weren't bad in Crash Team Racing. Would I prefer if they were not there at all? Yes, but you can't buy any rare items, nothing that you get from difficult challenges in the game. It was just all worth the same value. Basic unlocks and stuff like that. I'm not defending them, but if it ruined the game for you, if it was that big of a deal for you, then I don't know what to say. And as long as they're out of the way like they were in Crash Team Racing and they're completely optional and you can't pay to win or pay for rare items that you have to sort of grind for to get otherwise, then I'll be fine with it. And that is the best case scenario for microtransactions. There is no hope of having nothing like that in the game. And then it comes down to what the game actually is. Apparently it's some sort of fighting brawler game. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we don't know because we haven't seen anything from it yet. It's supposed to be something along those lines. We've seen art leaks as well, and it looks like it uses the same art style as Crash 4. So I don't know whether or not it'll be its own separate game or if it'll be like an update for Crash 4, you know, like its own multiplayer mode. The game's 2 years old at this point. Would they add it to that? I'm not entirely sure. Just because it uses the same art style or the same assets or anything like that doesn't mean it has to be a part of that game. It could release on it as its own thing. I mean, there was a rumor at one point that's going to be a free-to-play game. I don't know how I feel about that because, like I just said, microtransactions, I think they would be a bit more invasive if it was a free-to-play game. The plus side of it being free-to-play would be the fact that a lot more people would check it out, a lot more people would be playing it, it'd be a lot more active. But that's my prediction for the Game Awards. I know it's not anything crazy, it's basically the same as everyone else's. If nothing gets announced at this point, I am going to give up on the whole idea of WumpaLewis. In fact, I kind of hope they change the name of it for the final project, just because I'm sick of hearing that name. Then it comes down to release date. If it's not like, you know, a massive Crash game, if it's just sort of something along the side, like a little multiplayer Crash game that is going to be going on for a long time, it's going to be going alongside future Crash games, like Crash Bandicoot 5, then the release date might be different. It might not be something that is announced for 3 months or 6 months down the line. It might be announced and released the same day or the next week or something like that. Something with a short period of time before reveal and release, just to keep the hype and the buzz there. People can download it as soon as it's revealed. But of course, I'll be covering the game when it comes out, and I'll be doing a bunch of Let's Plays on it, so yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. That being said though, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. You can let me know your predictions down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.